I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. Maya Angelou. Grand Rising! If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your consistent support. What is resilience? Why is it so important? And how do we know if you're resilient enough? Resilience refers to both the process and the outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences. It's having the mental, emotional, and behavioral flexibility and ability to adjust to both internal and external demands. It's important to note that being resilient requires a skill set that you can work on and grow over time. Building resilience takes time, strength, and help from people around you. You'll likely experience setbacks along the way. It depends on personal behaviors and skills like self esteem and communication skills, as well as external things like social support and resources available to you. Being resilient does not mean that people don't experience stress, emotional upheaval, and suffering. Demonstrating resilience includes working through emotional pain and suffering. The good news is that resilience can be learned. And it's not about learning how to grin and bear it or to simply get over it, nor is it learning to avoid obstacles or resist change. Building resilience is a process by which people become better at reframing patterns and tapping into the strengths based approach to working through obstacles. As a process, it doesn't happen overnight. And even if you're already resilient, it's something you have to work at to maintain. One step that can help you build resilience over time is to build self-regulation skills. Remaining focused in the face of stress and adversity is important, but it's not easy. Stress reduction techniques such as breathing exercise and mindfulness training can help individuals regulate their emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. So, with all this being stated, I'd like you to join me in a resilience guided meditation. But before we start today's practice, if you haven't already done so, click the like button right now. Click the like button right now. Click the like button, comment if you care to share. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you may be notified every time I post something new. Now, these may seem like small gestures to you, but to me, to this platform, it is huge and it will greatly help with my algorithms. So, in advance, I thank you. Let me take one moment. My little daughter, I have her close in the room with me, and she was going through a little something right now. Let me make sure you're good before we officially start the practice. You need some extra TLC to calm your nerves. Say hi to the people. Or you're not worrying about the people, but you like this, huh? You like attention. Okay, so I need you to be good in the corner while we start, okay? Do not give me some more attention. Good girl. All right. Now that everyone in the household is good and collective, I'm hoping the same for you. Well, I know the same for you as you get yourself comfortable as you go into your space. Let us begin. So protect your space by making sure devices are silenced and doors are closed to protect this time for yourself. Unlike me, you may want to make sure the doggies, the cats, the pets or on the other side of the door. Feel the warmth ease into the soles of your feet and begin to spread through your feet up to your ankles. As you feel the warmth spread, allow your muscles to become soft, loose, and relaxed. Allow any tension to melt away. Feel the warmth spread up your legs, slowly into your shins, knees, the thighs, and hips. Allowing any soreness or tightness to loosen. Feel the warmth ease up your ribs, chest, neck, and to the top of your head. Feeling the muscles loosen around your mouth, eyes, and forehead. Imagine the warmth running down the back of your neck, into your shoulders, arms, and hands. Allow any pain or tightness to melt away. Now, as your body enjoys this moment of rest, focus on your breath. Take a deep breath in and slowly release it. Place your hand on your belly and notice the rise and fall as you breathe deeply all the way from your belly to your lungs and release. As you breathe in, take in peace. As you breathe out, let go of any negative self-talk or distracting concerns. Today, we are going to focus on your resiliency. As you breathe in and out, picture yourself as a sleeping bear. Feel your chest swell with power as you take deep breaths. Notice the strength in your shoulders and arms. Listen to the force as you breathe out. Continue to focus on your breath. Think about how you can be both calm and powerful. As you relax deeply, think about a time when you stayed calm during a challenging situation. Think about the skills and strengths it took for you to maintain this calm. Notice how you intuitively knew what to do. Take a moment to appreciate yourself and your ability to handle hard things. Now think about the connections in your life that help you to be resilient. These may be family, friends, church, work, pets, or other things that allow you to feel connected and supported. Think about a time these connections allowed you to do something difficult. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for these connections. Return to your breath and enjoy this moment of gratitude. Continue to look inward and think of a time when you felt accomplished. Think of a project, task, or skill that you completed successfully. Remember that sense of accomplishment or mastery. Imagine standing tall with your head held high and shoulders back. Embrace this confidence. Remember this feeling. Draw on this memory when you doubt yourself. Continue to notice your breath as you feel calm, connected, and confident. Going a little deeper, think about where your resiliency comes from. Think about your history. How were others in your family resilient? What challenges did they overcome? This may even be family members that you never knew. Their stories might have been passed down. Imagine a golden thread running through the family, passing on this resiliency. As the thread reaches you, feel a rush of power as these gifts are passed on into you in your own unique way. Think of a symbol to represent your resiliency. Hold on to that image. We are coming to a close now. I am going to count to 5, and then we will be fully awake. 1, 2, slowly waking. 3, 4, fully awake. And 5, if you haven't already done so, you may open your eyes. Namaste. And so, as we reflect on life, the things that are going on, even as we sit or lie here, we know that we live in an age of multiple pandemics at the same time, not just the pandemic of coronavirus, but also the pandemic of systemic racism, of inequality, of voter suppression, of social injustice. As we live through these times, I want us to pay attention to the silver linings because as we reflect, even when we're going through trials and tribulations, there's always something to learn, always something to build, be it a small trial or a big one. Let's say you are driving and someone cut you off or fishtailed you, and instead of using choice words like maybe you did some time ago or choice sign language, if you just let it go, I'm not saying let them go scot free. Do what you got to do. You call the cops, take a report, but I'm saying not controlling our emotions and our reactions. Let it go. You breathe in and you breathe out. Then you need to reflect and be proud that you're no longer that person you used to be. You reflect, you have gratitude for your growth, and then you move on. You build your resilience. And then for a more serious situation or situations, if you're a person who's going through health problems, if you've been diagnosed for cancer, for example, if you have a family member or a loved one with cancer, for example, or if you have a chronic illness such as kidney failure, if you someone who used to have 20/20 vision and now all of a sudden you find that you can't see well and it's impairing your life, you could wallow in self pity, or you could reflect on what positive things have come from it. For example, if you are that cancer person, now all of a sudden loved ones have come to support you in ways that you never thought that they could. Or if you're faced now with the disability, if it's forced you to pay attention, it has now forced you to pay attention to your abilities that you never stopped to nurture. You shall reflect and have gratitude. And so it is. Please, if you haven't already done so, please click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. Thank you. It's that part of the practice where I like to recognize those of you that's on live, not just those of you that's on live, but I'm curious as to your comments, your feedback pertaining to today's practice. Not only just today's practice, but the theme of resilience, more especially your resilience. Whether you feel resilient or think you need to build more resiliency, your comments regarding, especially with the examples I gave you. Also, I hope I didn't cause any distractions to you all in the beginning. With I had a minor sound situation at the very beginning. I think I got us back in. If I did distract you, and then my little girl looked like she was going through her little anxiety things, and I had to kind of kneel down, lean over, and calm her, and she was good after that. So I'm curious as to that as well. Anyway, I have Miss Pamela on here, Grand Rising, Miss Pamela. I have Miss Pat, Grand Rising to you, Miss Pat. Miss Pamela says, as I give thanks today, I bring all those whose lives I touch and let them know there is only one presence and one power which blesses my spiritual growth and can bless them as well. Yes, and it might be blessing them. That's the thing. I want to shift, and I'm talking to myself as well. Blessing, like in the present. We are being blessed now. The key is to be receptive and open to that truth. I have prayer chaplain on, and she says resiliency is paramount for us. Happy Thanksgiving Thursday meditation, fam. Yes, I love it. Grand Rising Prayer Chaplain Miss Pat says, happy Thursday, everyone, with 3 fire emojis. I love it. Miss Pamela has hashtag global. Remember, there's no space between the hashtag and the word. I love it. Thank you. Miss Pat, less than 24 hours before we get our dance on. Miss Prayer Chaplain with hashtag resilience. Yes. Can I get any more hashtag resilience or hashtag resiliency in the comment section? Whether you here live or you watching this pre-recorded video, can we type hashtag resilience? Thank you for that, prayer chaplain. Miss Pat says, hi, Missy. Miss Pamela says, say, hey, beautiful Missy. I appreciate you all for the love. I bet she felt that too. Miss Pat, oh, how cute. Missy just enjoying the love. Yeah. Yeah, if it was up to her, she'd be patted all day. She comes up, wants to be set, wants to sit on my lap as I'm trying to work. And I've learned to work around that. We've learned to work around it. She know I can't pet her or give her TLC the whole shift, but we do what we can to love each other. Miss Pat, I had one of those moments this morning when this car turned right in front of me, and I was what's that? Googling off on them. Then I said, why? Oh, going off on them. And I said, why? What will God do? Yes, what works for you? Yes. And I hope you took gratitude, if not then, at least doing this practice for your growth, your evolution. Because the old Pat, and I don't know you, maybe you always was able to turn the other cheek. I wasn't. So if the old Pat used to go off and just stay in that mode, and now the new Pat now catches herself and get into that calm state, not to let anyone's situation or actions ruffle your feathers and therefore start your day off. I hope you are grateful for the new Miss Pat, the evolved Miss Pat. Miss Pat says, I thank God for changing me to be a better person and think before I speak. I should have kept reading ahead. Miss Pamela, hashtag resilience, good energy. Yes, love it. Miss Pat, hashtag resilience. Yes, no space. Pamela, sometimes we need that pattern as well. Well, studies show those with pets, such as the dogs and cats, that humans benefit from the act of petting. They said, I think if I recall correctly, we give off hormones that show that we are calming, we are relaxing through that act. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship in that sense between the pet and the pet lover. All right, on IG, I have my healer extraordinaire, Miss Bernie in the house. Grand rising to you. I have Miss Pat, Grand rising on both platforms. I appreciate the activity on both platforms. I'm standing so I don't have those of you on YouTube looking at my lap. I don't Miss Pat says good morning, everyone, followed by hashtag global. Alexis is in the house. Grand rising Alexis, sports chick who is also prayer chaplain is on both platforms. I appreciate you all for the activity on both platforms. As Sports Chick has hashtag global earth emojis, hashtag resilience, hashtag mental health. Indeed, on this platform every day is mental health awareness, mental health care. Oh, Alexandra. I just added an extra syllable in your name. My apologies. But you see, I got excited to see you. I think this is not your first time being on live, but it's been a while. Alexandra is one of my powerlifting fam. Oh, it's been a minute. I miss you, my friend. I appreciate the support. Grand rising to you. Mrs. Alexis came on YouTube as well, as she says, your reflection helped remind me how resilient I am. Sometimes that heart emoji in the word, sometimes that's easy to forget. Thank you. Hashtag resilient, hashtag global. I appreciate that feedback. Yeah, this practice even helped me as well. Sometimes we need to be reminded, especially if you are one, such as myself, who's been told growing up or reminded that you're less of, you're not good enough. You need to be reminded, just a simple awareness that you have gone through, grown through, survived through so much. That's something to be grateful for, just in and of itself. That you are a more evolved person that you was 10, 20 years ago. That's something to be thankful for, to be proud of. Rainbow. Thank you for that. So at hashtag global, May those that need to be reminded that they are resilient, that they are strong, that they are courageous, that they need to be reminded to be grateful for who they are today. May this message reach those individuals throughout the globe. And so it is. So with this, we conclude today's practice. I'm going to thank you all for tuning in for you today. And I look forward to virtually seeing you all again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube and Instagram channels. Remember, as Miss Pat stated, it's 7:30 and I got people coming. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to include y'all in Operation Small Restoration, Home Restoration Project. So yeah, I advised y'all a week ago of the water damage I had. The people brought in these big fans to dry out everything, to humidify it, to clean the air. I've been dealing with fans for the past 4 or 5 days. Now we actually get into the work, pulling out walls, pulling out floors, and so I think I want to do a before, some during, and after videos and shots for those of you who need this service or may need it in the future. And just, I think it's fun. Speaking of resilience, I really had to work on my mental and emotional about this. I dreaded this time. I dreaded having to do this. But then when I within and told myself it has to be done, it will be done. And all is indeed, the people came, the money came. A resilient story. So I want to share that with you. Anyways, tomorrow is Friday, and you know what that means. So come wearing your dancing shoes, as Miss Pat says, as we start off tomorrow practice with a very brief cardio dance exercise. So with that, may you have an energetic day, peace, and blessings.